do the money dance, cause it's money day. Daily somebody getting paid, so go get these papes. We catching pips on these charts, beat every day, religiously. And welcome to our first episode of Lit Cap, No Cap podcast. Today we're going to bring to you guys the unfiltered rawness of the life inside of trading, lit capital, but more importantly, bringing you guys relevant subjects, relevant topics of what's going on in today's modern world and how we can, of course, tackle everything that's happening and how we can financially benefit from it. With me accompanied, we have my business partner, co-founder, Jacob.
Happy to be here. What's good?
Boy, that's a bit too close in the mic, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also got Jacob. We got Nathan.
Yo, guys, it's Mr. Too dark and determined to make change here. What's good?
Too dark and determined.
Let's go, man.
And we got the young gunner, the prodigy. Josh, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, man. How's everyone doing on the other side podcast?
Happy to be here, man. First podcast of many, starting off 2021. We're trying to tackle all avenues, so it's exciting.
It's been long awaited, I'd say, as well.
Definitely.
Been a while,
we definitely had it in the pipelines, like even when we was starting off on Anchor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's doing it on Anchor, doing the
days,
freebie.
boy, the transformation.
No mic. Do you know what I mean?
Doing
it through the laptop.
Do you know what I mean?
All of that, man. So yeah,
Got to grind it out.
It's definitely
Grind it out.
It's definitely been on the radar for sure.
And personally, just to give you guys an introduction, so I'm from Southwest London. I come from an area called Norbury. There's other people actually. Jacob, you're from South as well.
Born and raised.
Whereabouts?
Southwest. Tooting.
You know the vibes,
You know the
yeah?
vibes.
You're from South, you got to drop a like on this, man. Strictly. What about you, Nathan? Where you from?
Boy, my mum and dad separated. I was everywhere, but mainly Kent sides.
Kent sides,
Obviously,
okay.
Yeah, moving Hoxton, shout north.
Say farmer boy.
Angel, yeah, all over the place, man. Nah, 'cause-
Yeah, what about you, Josh?
Yeah, well, ever since I came down to this country, I've always been northwest, Wembley side.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I haven't really
Okay.
moved or gone to, far about.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping it local.
Where did you come from?
I came from Ghana.
Ghana.
yeah, shout out Ghana.
Shout out
Big
Ghana
up,
one
big
time.
up the
Yeah.
Ghanaians.
Yeah.
Whereabouts you from in Ghana, bro?
I'm from Accra. Well, I was born in Mankasim. It's a little small village town. And then came down to the country, just like everyone else. Just
Yeah.
trying to, make something of themselves. And,
Yeah.
definitely on that path for sure.
No, that's
Yes,
what's
you
up,
are,
man.
bro.
That's what's up.
Great, man.
So when it comes to journeys, me personally, I started trading seriously, I could say 3 years ago. Prior to that, though, I would say since about 2012, since 2013, I think, someone had approached me on Instagram. African brother, unfortunately, our own people, boy. It's killing us, boy. He had a gold Lambo. Gold everything. His name was, should I mention his name?
Nah.
Yeah, fuck that.
He ain't worth it.
So
let's
no,
not
no,
do that.
No, he was selling the dream.
No free clout.
He ain't getting the name drop. You right. Selling the dream though, man.
He actually, he made me think that I could make it rain. I was working as an investment advisor, so I was like, just literally sending him for about £250 a month. He was sending me signals, and he was managing my account. And about 3 months later into the whole thing, I probably invested about $2,000 in total now, and had a few losing trades. Now, what I realized is this wasn't actually trading. You don't know about binary options.
Yeah.
This was binary options. It was on some bootleg platform. So I wasn't actually trading, but I thought I was trading. Do you understand?
Let me guess. He recommended the platform.
Of course he did. Platform. So I said, yeah, and it was interesting because I saw that you can make money within 60 seconds or 5 minutes, and I was thinking, bro, people really making money that fast. Okay, so I noticed that when a few of his signals weren't going to plan, I thought, you know what? Let me branch out and try and do my own thing. I'm not going to pay for his signals this month because he was charging me £100 per month for the signals, right? So one particular month, let's say month 4, I decided to stop. And when I decided to stop, he was still sending me the signals. He was sending me more signals. And I thought, And at that moment, that's when the penny just dropped in my head. And I said, Vel, something's happening here, bro. This guy's really trying to finesse you.
Something ain't right.
There's something larger at play. So
Yeah.
I kind of done a bit more research online, and I found out that there was actually a commission from his broker, which was the reason why he was sending trades. So he was getting paid from me each time I take a trade, and also my monthly fee. So, you know, it's about a month and a half. I haven't paid for no signals. This guy's still sending me signals. So I understood where the problem was. And when I wanted to withdraw the funds couldn't be withdrawn. So I just ended up really just going crazy, man. Just going hard or going home. And, you know, I ended up going home. I ended up going home. So I said, yeah, you know, fuck Forex. It's a scam. You know, anyone telling you about Forex, it's a lie. And then I went to go live in Madrid. I think 2014. I went to go live in Madrid. And in 2015, my managers, I was working as an investment advisor out there. And my manager out there, they started paying us our wages in Bitcoin. So at first, when they was paying us our wages in Bitcoin, it was about 300 euros a coin. Now, at certain times when, you know, you get a decent pay package, let's say you're due, I don't know, $5,000 for the month, yeah? You get paid $5,000, but then because you're getting paid in Bitcoin and Bitcoin is depreciating, you're not getting paid $5,000. You might be getting paid 4.5 or 4.7 or 4.8. So you know, me being the ignorant guy that I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I don't want this shit. I want my shit concrete. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of people around me was really enthusiastic about Bitcoin and Ethereum and prices. They was always celebrating when prices would be going higher. But it just seemed like every time I got paid, prices was depreciating. Sometimes I made a little change, but more time when I got the coin, I was just transferring it straight away into fiat currency. So probably into about, I don't know, definitely after a year, because I didn't really start making some good money until a year into whilst I was out there. Or the following year, I should say, excuse me. I went out there in September, and it weren't until the following year, January, February, that I really started having decent money. And yeah, I started kind of understanding that Bitcoin was moving up. Like, because I was out there for just under 3 years, I saw the transition. When I first went there, Bitcoin was 300 euros a coin. Okay. And towards when I was going to leave, it was 3,000 a coin, euros. Damn. So I understood that this has really jumped, you know, and a lot of people that was around me, they still had coins. You know, I had about 35 coins over the time period that I was there. I checked for my crypto pay account. And, you know, towards the end when I quit my job, I actually had a few coins to kind of survive on, you know. So I thought, okay, I'll just live out here and live like, what's his name? Pablo, you know, it's sunny, every day rooftop bar, every day celebrating. But I realized, fucking hell, man, it's hot. And when it's hot, you spend a lot of money, you know. So after a while, kind of had to just recuperate and, you know, come back to England. But from that being said, you know, shout out to the guys that I used to work for, because they really did put me into understanding what this crypto space even meant. And from me having that understanding of how much money I made from crypto, opened up my horizon to being more open-minded to Forex. So from 2017 to now, that's when I've really had my head in the books for Forex. And I even managed to get Jacob along the way.
Yeah, we did, man. So salute for that as well, Vel. You know what I mean? We really changed our lives. It's mad when we think about it. But yeah, like we're as humans, we're very pessimistic.
Yeah.
And we're not open to opportunity, and there's opportunity all around us. So it's just about extracting and having the right information to tackle stuff like Forex or any type of investment. You need to do your research about it. So from the outside looking in, things are always going to seem like, I don't trust it because there's a risk. And people are afraid of risk. Not everyone has an appetite to put themselves out there. Do you get what I mean? So,
very true, bro.
You know, going into what we did, the first thing I knew about in terms of charts was actually crypto. So we started hearing about Bitcoin booming, Bitcoin went to 20K and this and that. So I was like, rah, okay. Had a chat with Vel, breakfast at Blue Jays. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. Shout out Blue Jays, it's lit. But we were just talking, man, because I was at a period in my life where I was getting fed up with work. Do you know what I mean? And I was just trying to transition my life as well, where, you know, we had a backlog of coming from road, trying to then become, you know, a 9-to-5 type person and saying, all right, cool, let me see what it's like. Seeing what it's like, and I'm like, right, this is depressing. Like, really, like, truthfully, it's really depressing. Like, I didn't get how people were happy in their jobs, because I wasn't feeling happy in my job, and it wasn't really to do with pay. It wasn't an issue because my pay was fine, but it was more like I don't feel satisfied. I didn't get that feeling inside where I was like, I feel good about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So every time going into work, you know, as I was persevering and whatnot, I was feeling empty some days, and I was like, I'm giving 60%. I'm coming into work. I don't want to be here because the pay's all right. Yeah, cool. I'm coming. Do you get what I mean? But that's the trap that they lay. I feel, and when you get into that trap, it's hard to get out because you know everyone. You know, there's people of our age now got mortgages. They got responsibilities. Some have kids, and they have to go to work. So I understand it. Luckily, I didn't get into the early ages of having kids young or nothing like that. So I was like, all right, I've got some savings. What can we do? Cryptocurrency. Missed the boom though.
Yeah.
So I heard about it after the boom happened. So I was like, damn, bro. But it is where it is. At the end of the day, if it's like, if it can go to where, you know, it's previously been, why not again?
Yeah.
So we decided to just jump into that and start off with that. But I remember looking at those charts thinking, I don't know what the fuck that says. I don't know what that even reads. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, how am I investing in something and I don't even know where it is?
Yeah.
So I said, all right, cool, I'm going to jump in on Forex. So I was like, I'm learning Forex, let's go.
Yeah.
I said, I'm jumping on it too then, because there's no point me just investing and then if it goes sideways or if it goes left, I don't even know what's really happening. Do you get what I mean? So it's just like, that's a stupid investment then. There's no point me doing an investment like that and you don't know what's going on. So bam, we started the Forex journey, and then you learn the retail bullshit as normal, you know what I mean? You start going on baby pips and you learn the terminology and all of that stuff. Everyone starts there. So, but when you start realizing that it's very saturated, the information, it's like, this ain't it either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That ain't it.
That ain't it. No, for real. And then you just persevere, you keep going, you keep grinding it out, really putting these hours in after work. Like my what I was juggling at the time with work, I had a relationship at the time. I was fucking trying to stay healthy and shit and fit and stuff. I was juggling a lot. So then when it was after work, I was really determined to learn this stuff. So I started, you know, decreasing my lifestyle a bit. I didn't really want to go out no more on the weekends and do none of that stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, there was a summer where every day, bro, like we was just on charts. Every day we was on the charts. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And it's
just to cut you up there, just as you was talking, it really threw me back. So when I came back to England, 2017, I picked up a job working in real estate. I was a lettings advisor, in Clapham Junction, and on Saturday mornings, because I used to have to work every other Saturday morning. So on Saturday mornings, I used to meet up with Jacob. Jacob used to come to my office, right? Before anyone was in the office, me and him would be in there charts. On the work computer looking at charts, bro, literally. Jacob may only be in there for 20 minutes before someone comes and he's got a cut, you know? Yeah. And, you know, if the phone rang, boy, I had to let that ring. Do you know what I mean? But,
really risking it. He was risking
really,
it still. But, literally. Like, the determination that we had a...
That brings back memories.
Yeah, no, real talk, it does. But we had a willpower to say, no, we're learning this. You get it? And then, you know, you come across people, you meet people on the journey. Some of them are fugazi. Let's keep it a buck. Do you know what I mean? You're going to run into people that you seem are real, and then you realize you don't know what the fuck you're talking about either. Yeah. But you got to filter through that. Do you get it? Like I said, it's a saturated industry. So when you do connect with the real and they're showing you something different, you feel that gratitude. You feel like, all right, cool. God's listening to me in a way, because when you say them prayers and you really want to figure it out, He's gonna help you figure it out. I truly believe that. Do you get it? So on the journey we undertook, it was just perseverance. How bad do you want it? Do you get what I mean? So it ain't overnight, bro. One thing I will say, it's not overnight. So to get where we are, you know, we have to pat ourselves on the back. Because it's, you know what I mean? Most people would have folded and they would have turned around. Trust me,
man.
They would have turned around.
Personally, that did fold, man.
No, it's so
it's not nice.
Just a backlog to how we started. It was just having that determination to say, all right, cool, if I'm gonna invest in it, it's not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm gonna go for it. Do you get it? So and we here, man. We live, baby.
Live. on that note,
what's that, bro?
Gold just hit TP.
Yeah.
So we're nice. It's Friday, so I've got my phone in my hand just to make sure that we can stay ahead of the trades that we're in. But we're literally trying to close out now. It's been a really good week.
It's Friday.
Over 500 pips this week. You know, and this is what's this? The second week,
sir.
Second week
or
of
third
Jan.
week?
Third week.
I think it's
Well,
the third
second week for us because we weren't the first
Yeah,
week.
okay,
we
yeah.
weren't trading.
Second
So
week, yeah.
second
Second
for
week,
us, innit?
Second week, 3% gain. It's looking healthy, man. It's looking healthy.
Yeah. So yeah, man, and then met Nathan along the way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
That was quite early on in the
it
in
was
the
early.
journey as well.
It was very
yeah,
early,
especially
still.
for me as well.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Obviously, like where I met you guys, we'll touch on that. We'll touch on that.
will touch on
that.
that. Definitely touch on it.
But yeah, man, like how I got introduced to the whole trading world was similar to you. In fact, I remember you talking about it a while back, and I think it was the same guy.
Okay.
I won't put any.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. Anonymous, boy.
Hit you lot up,
Yeah.
boy.
Shout out to Mr.
Yeah, listen, yeah, he was working. He was putting in the work, man.
Okay, fair
Putting in the
play.
work. But so yeah, it was binary trading as well, and I thought binary for all that. I
Okay.
thought all of it was just the same thing.
Okay.
So obviously I got in. My situation was a bit different to yours though. So basically, I put a chunk of money in, and I started making a little bit of money. I don't know whether it was the trap or whatever to keep me.
Yeah, of course.
I made it. Started making a little bit of money, and then bang, lost everything. Literally.
Yeah, that's how it went. That's how it went.
Yeah.
That's how it went.
So I was like, raw. Okay, cool. Like,
Let me go again.
is this?
Yeah.
I made money the first time, so I can do it again.
Yeah.
So tried it. Continued, and then down the line, I lost more money. And these times, it wasn't even my money I was losing.
Damn.
I'd ask family members to borrow money.
Yeah.
I remember I had a birthday, and I got birthday money. I was like, F it, let me. And I ended up losing.
Let
that
me
as
pay
well.
my man. Fuck it.
Yeah. So rather than me buying trainers, I ended up.
I called up my man like, yo, I got some more money for you.
That's crazy.
So
crazy.
so yeah, but after a while, I got frustrated, not with the concept of trading because I knew that people could make money from it, but it was the road that I was going down. So one day I was like, do you know what, forget it. I remember, I had like £7 left. I was like, do you know what, let me just withdraw that and let me just let me just go on my way.
One piece of chicken and chips. That's a meal deal, cuz.
That's the thing. So
Some wings and shit.
So yeah, man. So obviously after that, I was like, just looking around for different, avenues to go down in terms of trading. And these times, I was working. I may or may not have been banging a little F as well. Trying to make everything.
That's the Ghanaian in you.
Yeah.
So you're half Niger as well, innit? It's the Niger in you.
It's the Niger. So obviously these times, like, things were tough, man. Like things were very, very tough. And obviously, I'm thankful that obviously I had a woman at the time that kept me grounded. So I said to myself, I don't care what's going on.
Yeah.
I need to, I need to get it in. And then met someone on Instagram, another African brother, a Nigerian as well.
About, boy.
And then obviously he introduced me to the world of trading. Now these times, obviously the platform that I was introduced to, I was introduced to a whole nother world of people that were actually making money that I could speak to and touch
Right.
so on and so forth. So, it really brought out, really upped my belief when it came to, trading. And then obviously down the line, started making a little bit of money, but it wasn't the amount of money I wanted to be making. So, down the line, things started to improve. But it got to a point where I was like, when you feel like you're at a standstill.
Plateau.
Yeah, like a plateau.
Yeah.
So obviously I started, trying to find ways to kind of get above that. This is, years down the line. And obviously,
Here we are, bro.
here we are.
Great.
So yeah, obviously that's where I started working with these guys and obviously met my man here. So yeah, man. So that was basically the journey up until now. And I'm looking forward to what's to come for real, man.
Big things, bro.
For real.
Crazy things.
So yeah, man. But Josh, talk to them, man.
Yeah, so my journey has been sort of similar. It's actually quite funny when you think about the pattern and how people get introduced into the Forex industry and investment and all that kind of stuff. With me, I always knew, I'm quite young myself. Currently 20 years old right now.
You know the vibes. Lit side.
When I was just online, okay, and I knew, I can make money online, okay, and I came across Forex, just by chance, not because I went out there looking for it, but the one thing that I did know from a very young age is I don't want no normal job.
Yeah.
I need, straight facts. Like I need to
Mm.
find, some way of breaking the cycle because, my grandparents worked hard to get here.
Yeah.
My parents are working hard to put, my generation on a different platform. So, I need to sort of continue that step and keep climbing up the ladder.
Yeah.
Also, being a young black male, I just knew from early that something need to change, something need to
Definitely.
click. And I always knew that something would happen. I just
Yeah.
didn't know which route I was going to take.
Yeah.
So I came across this company. We will get onto them later. And I came across them. They seemed really nice. Loads and loads of nice people. Started to learn the basics, just like everyone else here. What is a pip? What is MetaTrader 4, TradingView, the standard stuff, just to get you up and running. And
Initiation.
yeah, you could call it that if you want.
Initiation.
Yeah, and I learned all the basics, went through the advanced, but it was very retail-y. I started to put, a couple of hundreds here and there because, I worked part-time. I wasn't making crazy money because at the time I was probably about 18.
Yeah.
So, just made it over the legal requirement to even trade, But yeah, so I didn't really see much consistency within the strategy I was using, and I decided to part ways, rightly so. And I was just looking for what's next, and it's quite funny how the world works in that, whatever you believe is going to happen, or, as long as you have faith that, what's next, I need to keep on moving forward.
Talk to him.
The option will come. It will make itself available, and
100%,
that door doesn't need to be open. It needs to be kicked right down.
Yeah.
Serious.
Facts.
So, came across Lit Capital. I messaged my brother over here, Mr. Cavell. And I just laid it out to him. I was like, look, bro, this is what I'm trying to do, X, Y, and Z. And I started mentoring this time last year, actually. Well, I think it was 2018 December, start of Jan. And was it a struggle.
It was a bumpy journey, boy. Josh is one of them tough guys, boy, that you just got to give tough love to. Like, I was teaching Josh market structure and was going over that for about, I don't want to cap here. This is the Lit Cap, No Cap podcast. Yeah,
the
so
vibes.
everything's going to be straight, unfiltered and raw. Okay? Josh was taking fucking long. Yeah, I'll be real with you. Market structure, we was on that for about 3 months, no cap.
3 months?
3 months, bro. 3 months, cuz.
What's
And it's like,
Hey, I'm sitting here now, though.
he's here now, do you know what I mean? We'll toast to that one there. Serious. But so it got to like one test in particular where the thing is with Josh, right, was that he was really hungry to learn, but because he was so hungry to learn, I think it was also blocking him from taking things slowly and just making sure you're closing each door. He was more like he said earlier on, kicking down a door. He was trying to kick 10 doors open at once, boy. Do you see what I'm saying? He wanted that. Where's the shortcut?
Yeah,
Where's the
yeah.
R2 up, down, left, right? So he wanted that, you know? Do you know what I mean? That's what he wanted.
No cheat code for
So
sure.
from that being said, there was only a few questions he was getting wrong with market structure. It weren't like he was failing miserably. It was like 1 or 2, but they're important things.
Yeah,
The
no,
break
you-
and structure.
yeah, you can't-
Structure's the DNA of the markets.
Right,
So you
right.
needed to know this inside out. And for the amount of time we spent, you should know this shit by now, my guy. So one time in particular, we're going over what he's got wrong. And it's got to the point where Josh is now looking at me like I'm a piece of shit. He's looking at me like, fuck you. Everything you stand for. Fuck your face right now. Just fuck you. Fuck you. That's exactly how he's looking at me. And I can tell, but he ain't saying nothing, but I can just tell his
Yeah, you
eyes
can
are
sense it. You
squinting.
can sense
And
it.
I felt like I was in a
burning.
movie, bro. I felt
Yeah.
like it was Django looking at me like I've done something to him, bro. Like I've held him down in the plantation, Like he had something really evil just conspiring against me. And, it's because I was trying to show him where he was wrong. He was telling me he was right.
Yeah.
So I had to break it down. And I think I'm the king of analogies, Josh, because I always find another way to just give an example that will really clarify what I'm trying to explain. So only until I gave this last analogy, a light bulb just flipped on inside this guy's head, boy, and his face. Well, prior to that moment, I had to say to him, bro, turn your camera off, please, because the way you're looking at me right now is putting me off.
No.
Okay, and I'm not going to be able to teach you if this is how you're looking at me. Do you know what I mean? I could just feel I could feel the tension, bro.
vibes.
Yeah.
I could feel it. So Yeah, but as soon as he understood what I'm saying, that light bulb switched, the camera came back on. He went, "Oh, I got you now. I got you." You know, and that was the progress. That moment there was worth it. You
Yeah.
know, because that
Real
moment's
talk.
transpired into now just being here and teaching other people.
Yeah.
You know, so just based upon what you're doing now, Josh, what are you doing now for Lit Capital, bro? Why
yeah.
why are you here? What's your title?
So right now, currently, I'm junior educator. You know, working towards being senior educator. But yeah, graduated the Lit Cap Academy.
Yeah.
You know, now I've got students of my own, teaching other students that in the Discord. You know, 100+ hours of just, you know, pure
Jeez.
teaching work, and you know, even times that by maybe 6, 7
Bro, it's definitely
of just
more than
chart
that.
work.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely more than
just waking up in the morning, doing the morning streams. Even just I was always pestering. Vel, always pestering him because you know I wanted to know X, Y, and Z because I wanted to get the most out of what I was paying for, and you know, and that's what I feel like a lot of people don't really do. You know, they pay for something and they just get complacent. I'm like, listen, you've got to want this, or if you don't want this, you're
won't
literally
work.
going to get weeded
Wasn't
out.
you working night shifts or something like that?
Yeah. So you know, like I said before, you know, I wasn't making anything substantial. The lockdown came, so you know, I was made redundant, and you know, my part-time work that I was doing.
Yeah, a
I had
couple
to
of
find-
months, just to interrupt you there. I think one month in particular or two, he said, "Look, man, I can't flip him afford this right now." So I said, "Bro, don't worry about the payment. Let's just go." So I saw the bigger picture, and I think Josh was very mature for his age. You know, like I saw this guy was, he was telling me he wants to buy a car for his mum. Like he weren't coming out saying, "I just want to be rich," and like he was actually saying stuff that a big man should be thinking about. You know, so I thought, you know what, bro, you know, I've seen that you've been trying, bro. Do you know what I mean? So I want to help you in your financial situation, and that's by making sure that I can invest into you. So that's kind of what it was. Sorry to cut you up there.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So I decided to just look around, shop around. I got a job working night shifts, just so that I can make that time within the morning to hop on the live stream.
Yeah.
And also, you know, for any lesson time with you that I would, you know, have to book and take out. So, you know, I was really trying to work around the clock and utilize my time as best as I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, from then on, after I graduated, started trading, I quit that job. And, you know, it's just...
Jeez. You know the vibes.
It's lit now.
Do you know what I mean? So I just really want to let everyone out there that's, you know, listening to this podcast or even watching it as well, you know, stay motivated, have that hunger, have that desire, and just the most important thing is faith, man. Just know that it will work out. This road ain't easy. Trust me, it's not easy. But we just have to, you know, like I said, bust down all them damn doors.
Real talk.
Yeah, just to add to that, it's just you can't put a time limit on when you're gonna grow in this industry.
Yeah.
You'll get your breakthroughs when you don't even expect them. Do you get it? So when you're like Josh said, when you hold faith and you're praying about it, because I definitely did. I was praying about it. I was like, let me learn this. Yeah, like just show me what is the way to do this. And gradually, after hours, this is not no overnight recollection of just, oh yeah, you're gonna get that breakthrough, because majority of the time you get the breakthroughs from making the mistakes. And you need the mistakes, bro. So anyone that, you know, like we said, this is a saturated industry where there's a lot of man faking. When you understand that, those guys that are telling you about when we came into it, Vel, yeah, cool, you're going to learn this within 3 months, go live. When I think about it, I should have, like, I'd love to see that guy again, because I'll probably slap him. You know what I mean? It's like,
a little bit more than that.
You're not being real. You're actually
capping.
talking shit to me. You know what I mean? So it's just like, all right, cool. My mindset was always I know I can do this. So it's like, I get it. I know I can do it. So let me go in anyway, regardless of what this guy was telling me I'm going to go in. And then, you know, you start to realize, this is going to take a while. This is going to take a little while. You get, and plus, when you're juggling X, Y, and Z, it's definitely going to take a while.
It makes the process a bit longer.
Of course,
I wanted to touch on what you said as well about, you know, not rushing the process. Listen, to every single person listening or watching this right now, understand, in this market anyway, the foreign exchange market, if you rush the process, you're going to get your ass beat. Simple as that. It's that simple, literally. You know.
So you know the guys early in our like when we started out, who we were coming across, we look back now and we're just like, damn, bro, these
Yeah.
guys were lying, bro. They were really,
Straight.
they were really
Gazy.
pulling the wool over our eyes and whatnot. So it's just like, I'd love to see what you lot are now. Because if you lot ain't as smart as me now in this market, you're talking shit.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Or you ain't putting in the work. Do you get what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
that's down to, you know, having that perseverance, having that work ethic, and you know, it's not something you can teach. Some people don't have it in them. Do you get what I mean? So
Yeah.
you know, for the few that are really trying to learn the skill set and know they got it in them, continue. Don't listen to people. Don't doubt yourself. You've got
Yeah.
it in you to do it.
Yeah.
But obviously, you need to be listening to the right people. You need the right information.
Yeah.
That's one thing we'll say that because
And often when it comes to getting the right information, you might have to go through the crap first before
100%.
you know you
100%.
get to the right information. Like,
Yeah.
look, I'm just gonna be really brutally honest here, guys. Yeah, anyone that's out there that's trying to learn, okay, whoever you go to, you know, do your research, okay. Of course, you know, get to know a little bit more about this individual that you're investing your money in. You know, ask the necessary questions.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people just get into something blindly. It doesn't go their way, and you know, we hear that Forex is a scam.
Yeah.
Please keep that to
That's what I'm
Do
saying.
you know what some of that comes down to as well though? A lot of the time it might not even be the platform. It could be it's the more time it's the person that's doing
Influence.
it.
Yeah,
Because
the
like
influence. Yeah,
I even
yeah,
come across,
definitely.
you know, a few people that, you know, they came into, you know, they started learning, you know, the concepts of trading. And then what happened was that, you know, they would lose once or lose twice
Yeah.
after,
Get
you know,
disheartened.
after taking 2 or 3 trades.
Yeah.
And they're like, forget it, no, trading don't work no more. Do you know what I mean?
No
You know?
patience.
So it's the same as what
know?
happened with that guy that we first encountered, you know.
Yeah.
Where I took a few L's, you know, and the guy went a bit shady. I said, you know what, this whole industry is a scam. And when I was in
Yeah.
Madrid, I used to see videos, you know, of like, you know, adverts showing you, like join me, you know, you're trying to watch a
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah,
video.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
clicking
yeah,
through
that
all of
pops up.
these,
Yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah.
listen, cuz I ain't hearing clicking off this,
Yeah.
I'll be counting down a second so I can click
Yeah,
that,
so you can
skip that
watch
shit.
your videos.
Yeah.
And one day it just dawned on me, bro. I thought, bro, everyone can't be out here just faking
Just
it.
faking
cuz.
it. chatting
All these
shit.
guys with these
Yeah,
Lambos
can't
and
be.
shit, they can't
Yeah.
all be chatting wasp, bro.
There's no
Like,
smoke without fire.
someone's
Yeah.
definitely, there's got to be some truth to it.
100%.
And that's where really the element of being open minded
Yeah.
came into fruition, man.
Yeah. One thing that kept me open minded was not so much Forex, it was stock market.
Yeah.
And I knew people that traded stock market now, they're doing it big. Like it's not man are not talking shit about the stock market.
Yeah,
so if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
similar to that, there has to be a way man can make bread.
Yeah, yeah.
Point blank, because stock market retired people at 30.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
You get it? So it's just like, all right, so I'm not listening to the doubters that say it's a scam.
Yeah.
Let me talk from my experience.
Definitely.
You get it? Because what you can do, you can get disheartened from taking 2 or 3 losses, but it's like, hold on a minute, who told you it was going to be a month? Who told you it was going to be... There ain't no time limit to how long
Exactly.
it's going to take to figure
Yeah.
out. Do you get it? So
Yeah.
don't be disheartened by anyone, man. Your journey in terms of being a trader is individual. It's it's you
Yeah.
alone in
A
the
whole
market.
individual
You get it?
process.
Yeah.
So as much as yes, we've got a team.
Yeah.
When we was learning it, we was all learning our own individual lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Individual
And then I'm
speed.
giving you feedback. All right, no, that don't work. I'll check this. I've noticed this on the chart.
Exactly.
So then you start expanding your awareness and you share your awareness with a team, and it's like, all right, cool. You start seeing the picture.
Yeah.
But it all starts from staying, faithful to what it is you're doing and having that faith and be like, no, I know it works. You get what I mean? So another thing as well is you're gonna get people online that look like they got shit and they ain't got shit.
They ain't got
You
it.
get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you want that gratification as well that these people seem to have.
Yeah.
So it's a big, like I said, why the industry is so frowned upon is because Instagram's selling people dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
You get it? It's selling
Yeah.
people dreams.
Yeah.
You can post, you
agree.
can be who you want online.
Yeah.
No one can't tell you nothing until unless they know you.
Yeah,
you could
exactly,
be who you want
exactly.
online. You could be a tough guy online. Really, you ain't.
Yeah.
You could be the best network marketer out here, but you're
Yeah.
perceived as a trader.
Yeah.
So who are you then?
Literally,
Do you get what I mean?
literally.
But you don't know the person. So
Yeah.
to you, they're writing a great caption about believing
Yeah.
in yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's
yeah.
like, what are you doing to get there
Yeah,
though? You
yeah.
ain't really expressing what it is you
100%.
do.
Yeah.
So you
100%.
read a few books and great, bro. You sound, you look the part, so you got the following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how the game is, bro. But it's up to you to be aware of, alright, is this guy real or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, make your own determination.
That's why it's
Figure it
so
out.
that's why it's so important to not take like everything at face value. You have
100%, bro.
you have to go
Yeah.
deeper. Otherwise,
Definitely.
you're just gonna.
And I think that's what a lot of
find
people
yourself
do,
getting
though.
fooled
People
over.
do take things at face value.
Yeah.
That's why
100%.
people glamorize their social media platforms.
Yeah.
Real
because,
talk.
Word.
like,
Social media, sorry to cut you off, bro, but Instagram in particular, the way you present yourself, you're presenting it like it's your shop. It's a shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it? So if you want people to shop, you got to look a certain
have to
way.
look a certain
you
way.
understand? And that's how the game is. When you understand, we're in the era of technology. So social media, you got TikTok booming now. All of these
Yeah.
things is just getting you out there. So it allows you to present what it is you're presenting. You
Yeah,
get it? If it's
exactly.
a service,
Yeah.
if it's making people laugh, whatever it is, that's
Yeah.
what the era we're in. We're in the era of
Yeah.
utilizing that. So you can't really fault guys who are making a living out of chatting shit.
Fooling
If
people.
if that's what you're on,
Yeah.
cool, bro. Like, get your money. I understand. Everyone needs to get it, but
Yeah.
it's up to you. You can't take that personally
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
blame that
100%.
person for your downfall. It's up to you to just be like, nah. You know what? You ain't the guy. I'ma find someone else because there's
Yeah.
people out here. Not everyone is talking shit.
Yeah.
So it's up to
No,
you.
that's true.
man.
That's true, and that kind of brings me on to what I was gonna say. Just with you talking about era,
Yeah.
we are living in a new era. We're living in
Definitely.
a new time where the coronavirus is at large. We're living in a global pandemic.
Yeah.
A
It's
lot
a
of people,
pandemic.
a lot of people have had to change their lifestyles drastically just
Yeah.
due to the fact that this global pandemic has taken a massive effect on the everyday
talk.
life. And I think part of what we're doing with being in a company that's based in the financial markets is we're trying to make sure that we're enlightening people about global economics. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
smart investment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
About things that most people should be aware of, but let's be honest, financial literacy is not.
It's not
not
taught.
common
It's
knowledge.
not
Taught, you know what I
taught.
mean? You
It's
don't
not
just
taught.
come
You
about it
gotta-
on a
you
daily
gotta do it
basis.
yourself,
Like
definitely.
I would have thought to know about economics, you got to study that shit in uni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
and you do. That's actually a course.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your course.
Real
So
talk.
there's just small things that we're trying to implement
Yeah.
to help people in times like now where, I think all of you can say that we've played our part. The first
Definitely.
lockdown, we had a 50% sale off. All mentoring products was cheap as chips.
That was the most students we taught at one time.
Yeah.
We was
Yeah, I
getting
can't
like lie.
I
Everyone.
was bombarded,
As soon as
boy.
as soon
Jesus.
as the lockdown hit, we like 50% off. Everyone was hitting man up.
Everyone.
Do you get what I mean? Because they realize, all right, we're in an uncertain time.
Yeah.
We got to like broaden what we actually know and invest in ourselves. So
Yeah.
This whole pandemic, though, I mean, it shows that it's been a blessing in disguise. I know a lot of people may disagree, but it is what it is.
I think this
you know?
pandemic, it's been a blessing for go-getters,
Yeah.
for entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
that's
mean?
true.
Yeah.
That's
For
true.
entrepreneurs, this has been a blessing because you've been able to probably spend less money in doing things that you don't need to do,
Yeah.
and then be able to invest more into yourself.
Real talk.
Whereas the weekend livers, the people who are living for weekends,
they hated it.
Yeah.
You know, they couldn't
do you know what I
stand
mean?
it.
They can't turn up no
can't
more.
stand
it,
bro.
literally.
Can't buy no lager. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
the lockdown was happening. I'm going down Sainsbury's and shit, and I'm seeing flipping all the Stellas out of service.
Yeah,
You know,
real
all,
talk.
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
beer and
talk.
shit. I'm seeing guys picking up crates. So,
Yeah.
but they're only partying inside the house.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Imagine that. Just midday drinking.
Do you know what I mean?
It's crazy, bro.
Literally, boy.
It's
Well,
crazy, man.
talking on that,
Aimless.
boy, I got a builder that's currently at my house, and if he watches this, hope he's okay, man. He got licked down the other day, flipping on the way to my house. He got licked down by a van, bro. Like he's walked out into the road, and he's got licked down by a van. I've got my own personal opinion on that, which is, the type of road he got hit on. It's the type of road where you would have seen the van coming.
Yeah.
The van's not gonna see you coming unless the van's gonna see you coming as well, unless you jump into the road at the last second.
Yeah,
So I believe that he's probably just walked into the road, hasn't looked, the van's
Yeah.
clapped him. And what I was saying is, my man, bit of a joke, man. And like I said, it's the No Cap podcast,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
keep it real, innit?
Yeah.
But it's like, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, he turn up at my house, he's drinking Stella, cuz.
Oh,
He's in the
yeah,
garden,
like
drinking
morning.
beer,
Oh,
drinking
shit.
beer,
How
bro.
you That's
drinking
crazy.
alcohol
Drinking beer
as a
cuz.
whole
And
in the
that-
AM.
But I guess that was helping him get through his work.
Yeah, no, some
And-
people need it, bro.
Do you know what I'm
Some
saying?
people
So
need
it's
it.
like-
it's the same as people that drink coffee all day. But obviously, alcohol, it's a drug. Caffeine
Yeah.
is a drug, whether you
Yeah.
want to look at it like that or not.
Yeah.
People are addicted to that shit. So same how people are addicted to alcohol is
Yeah.
helping me.
Yeah.
I feel energized to feel this.
Yeah.
So you might have felt energized with alcohol. You never know.
Maybe.
Yeah. Probably was, but I hear him
Yeah.
singing and stuff. And
Yeah,
now I realise, boy. He's a white man, but I hear him
Right.
doing yardy voices downstairs and stuff. I'm
Oh.
thinking, yeah, he's having a blast, but it's raining out there. But
Yeah.
he's on one.
enjoying.
Yeah.
He's enjoying. But
But
Go on.
But yeah, no, just to touch on the lockdown as well. Like, I think like when it began, like coming off the back of 2019, I think it was necessary. To be honest with you, I think everyone needed to slow down.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, because I remember my mindset of 2019. We were fucking moving fast, bro.
Yeah.
You every month we're just flying. It's just like,
it's
bro,
true.
that's
very
crazy.
true, you know?
Yeah.
Do you know
You didn't
what I
have
mean?
a chance to just lock down
Nothing,
and
yeah,
speak to your family.
No,
Like,
bro,
I got
there
big
was-
family, bro. I
Me
hardly
too,
even
me
speak to
too.
them. Cause
So
Serious.
going into that period of we're gonna be in a shutdown. Everyone was like, you know, not
know
everyone,
how
but
to
majority
react.
was they was like, oh shit, this is whack, fearing
Yeah.
the worst and that. But to me, it was like, nah, man, use the time properly.
Yeah.
And go and think
100%.
about what you're actually on. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? What
Yeah.
are you doing with yourself? How are you positioning yourself this year?
Yeah.
What are you doing to invest in yourself?
Yeah.
And when time was moving quick, I was like, I ain't invested in myself in a while, you get it? Until we
Yeah.
got onto the journey of what we're doing.
Yeah.
We was just fucking living month to month.
Yeah.
And that's just not a way to live, bro. It's
True,
not,
man.
man. Because, you know, yes, it's good having a good time with your friends and enjoying yourself, but it's like, what's the big picture? What's my purpose here?
Yeah, certain people living
You
for
get
their
it?
friends.
It's real
Friends
talk.
and holidays and weekends.
Real talk. And that, and prior to what we was doing, I was in that bracket. Do you get
Yeah.
it? Because my social circle's great. You know what I mean? When I'm out, I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
But like, the bigger picture is, all right, what
Yeah, when I
about
was
when they ain't
living it-
about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I doing when they ain't about? Do you get
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
So I need to position myself regardless of what people are doing. So when the reset hit, I call it the reset. It's just everyone got the time out, bam.
No, it was
What
needed
you want?
still.
It was
But shout out to Jay though, because
Come
when I was in Madrid, he brought his entourage to
Do you
Madrid.
understand? No, we was vibing, bro.
My man was local,
We was
cuz. I said,
vibing,
hola,
bro.
hermano,
You
yeah?
feel me?
Que
Yeah.
pasa, yeah? Where you
Shout
at?
out, no, Vel took
Literally,
us
bro.
to this hard Dominican restaurant.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
Dominican
my
joints.
god,
It was proper, innit?
that food
Yeah.
is crazy, man. Had a
Proper
papaya
food.
milkshake.
Papaya
Never,
milkshake.
bro, never heard of
That's
it before
crazy.
because the food
Proper.
was lit.
Yeah.
Lit.
Yeah.
But no, we had a great time, bro. So obviously, just traveling in general, you get to just see new things and whatnot. You know what I mean? You went to the Bernabeu and just
Yeah.
explored and whatnot. It was great, bro. So
Yeah.
that's always that part of my social club. They're on that. So I've always, you
is
know,
good
I'm,
to have, bro.
I'm grateful to have
Do you know
that.
what I
You know
mean?
what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's-
I've always
that's
got
solid,
people
yeah.
that are on stuff, but going back to me as an individual, what am I on? And that's the most important thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you have to fix that. You gotta work on yourself until you're like, alright, cool. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And your friends see what you're doing. Do you get what I mean?
yeah,
So the
exactly.
journey I'm on now, I always get messages and oh yeah, I can. They see the changes. You get it because I've actively gone that way. Do you get what I mean? So
And you stayed on the path as well, you know?
the
stayed
decision
on the
starts
path.
with you. Whatever you want to do with yourself, it's going to start with you having that intention to do it. Do you get it? So
Yeah.
keep going,
100%.
man. Keep going. Believe in yourself. Keep going.
And I think also when we're touching upon, you know, just the word transitions, as this episode is about, you know, transitions in general,
Yeah.
there's a big transition you have to make in life, you know, to get from point A to point B. Like I used to play football, and then unfortunately I had an injury. This lady on the motorway, I was driving. Yeah, well,
Haven't we all heard that story before?
yeah, no,
I should have gone pro.
it sounds mad, I know, but like I said, it's the no cap show, bro. So there's no filter here. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't playing professional. Okay, I weren't, but nonetheless, I enjoyed what I was doing, bro. I played football since I was 7. That was my passion, bro. I loved football. Do you understand? And I was driving down the motorway one day, going to Brighton. Back when you know, like one of the summers, it was really hot. So hot, you had to drive with the windows down and just it was just hot, bees everywhere. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm driving down with my friends in the car. Shout out Shaq. And long story short, man, this lady's just flipping. She's up my arse, bro. But you know, like where it's summer, and we're in the car just vibing and stuff. She's flashing me, but I can't see her flashing me, bro. It's
daytime.
broad daylight.
Daytime,
Cuz.
yeah.
What are you doing, fam?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
better off beeping your horn, cuz
Yeah.
you're flashing me. Why are you
Around me
flashing
anyway.
You see what I'm saying?
Common sense
Around
is
me.
not
So,
common, bro.
do you know what I mean?
Telling
So
you.
she's up my ass, and when I've clocked, I said, "Rah, like, why is she up my ass?" Now, from that being said, I said, "Okay, I'm gonna move into the middle lane when it's safe, right?" So I moved into the middle lane, and as I've moved into the middle lane, say this is my car. I've moved into this lane. This is her car. She was driving a Volvo Estate, dark green. I'll never forget it. She's driven up alongside me. Had probably about half of her car in front And then her back left light was in. Once I could see her back left light, she then moved into my lane and slammed on the brakes, bro. So I had to swerve the car to the left. As soon as I swerved the car to the left, bear in mind I'm going about 75 miles an hour, you know. I swerved to the left.
Spinning.
Bro, I swerved to the left, then I tried to whip it back to the right to try and get control of the car.
That's
Because
crazy.
the tyres locked, the wheel locked, the car span around about 3 times, bro. It was something out of Final Destination, cause it was summertime, cause the motorway was busy. People trying to go to the seaside, cause we're going to Brighton right now. I'm seeing cars driving past me. The eyes are popping out their head. Like I'm thinking, raw, someone's gonna slap into me right now. It's over. My life is flashed, and it's weird because, you know, in the movies when stuff like that's happening, everyone's screaming in the car. Everyone in the car was silent, boy. You could hear a pin drop. It was just like,
Crazy.
you know, just holding our breath. You know, my foot's just down on that brake. The car spun around 3 times. I'm saying, please stop, please stop. For some reason, I thought I was ice skating because the car was on ice, bro. It was just spinning and spinning and spinning. I was saying, please stop, please stop. The car's heading towards the centre reservation, right? The big metal thing that separates the junction. Coming down the opposite way, was a big lorry, cuz. You know, like a HGV, like a transportation lorry, cuz it was Final Destination set. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my car's going to flip over and we're dead. And I don't even have a chance to text my mum, text my girl.
Light flash before your eyes,
bro,
boy.
like,
It's crazy.
Bro, I was really about to die here, and I'm holding the brake, holding the steering wheel, and I'm just saying, please stop. In my head, I'm just saying, stop, just please stop. The car's seeming like it's gonna stop. Where I've been spinning for so long, it felt like the car was going slow, but I was still not in control of the car. Car's heading towards the centre reservation. Boom! I hit the thing. I bounced. This is how fast I was going, right? Because I've hit it, bounced off of it, spun around from hitting it, and then landed in the middle of the motorway. And then from that moment, cars came over. They said, "Oh, get out of the car. You okay?" But all this time, bro, this fucking bitch didn't stop her car, bro. So
Really?
she didn't stop, bro. She didn't stop. So I've jumped out the car just with like adrenaline pumping. And you know, I'm running down the motorway, bro. I'm just like, why didn't she? I kept saying, I said it about 100 times. Why didn't she stop? Why didn't she stop? Like, why didn't she stop? Bro, the lady's just driving down the motorway, cuz she's driving clean. Bro, when I turned around, I had my car for a month, When I turned around and see my car, bro, tears came to my eyes, cuz my car was written. Listen, my car, I wouldn't wish anyone's car to look like that, bro. You know when you're driving nowadays, and you drive past a crash and you slow down to look, and you're like, ooh. I was one of those guys, bro. I was one of those guys. The only difference is I got out of that car and I was running. I was one of those guys.
No, I feel you.
And bro, tears came to my heart, cuz I had speakers in there, I had rims, I had a little DVD cassette thing. And what was mad, is back then I was pretty mager as well, so it's like the DVD thing came out, licked me in my chest. You know, I'm a tall guy. I'm tall, so my knees were hitting the dashboard. And the worst part of this, and this is where, you know, I was young and dumb, boy. The worst part was my car was Cat D, bro. So I didn't have no airbags in the car, cuz. So I took full impact to the force, cuz. And I bought it off another black brother as well. He done me wrong, boy. If you're watching this, suck yourself. Cuz. So I had the full impact to the blast, bro. And then you know, the feds came, and bro, this guy jumped off of a motorbike. He was a fed on a bike. Come close to me, like, you got insurance? I said, of course I got insurance. What about a lady? Go and catch the lady. She's down the road. What do you mean?
What kind of opening question is that?
Sure, you got insurance, bro. He asked me, do I have insurance about 4 or 5 times. I said, listen, I'm from Southwest London, right? We're in Brighton. Why the fuck would I be on the motorway if I don't have insurance, bro? Run my shit. Go get the lady. I just kept saying, what about the lady? Forget about the insurance, bro. The lady's just driven down there. My guy was not in no rush to move nowhere. He called backup to come, or other undies was just because they were undercovers that pulled up. So maybe they was already on the motorway. They ushered us to a side, and then from them ushering us to the side, an ambulance came past. Now I thought that the ambulance came for us. No, yeah, that's what I thought. But it turns out they was just driving past on the motorway, right? So they've came over and they've said, because the feds have made out like they're calling the ambulance. You see what I'm saying? So when they've come up, okay, look, guys, we're gonna be all right. You know. Ambulance have wound on them and like, oh, they okay? And he's like, yeah, they're fine, don't worry. So I'm thinking, okay, it's because he's gonna take us to the hospital. Bro, they put us in the car and they dropped us off at the next fucking junction, cuz I had to catch a bus I had to
Oh
catch a
my
bus
word.
into
From
Brighton.
Brighton?
I wasn't
Oh
even in
my-
Brighton yet, bro. I was about 20 minutes from Brighton, cuz. They dropped us off at the next junction, bro, petrol station, cuz. I had to find a bus stop, take a bus into Brighton, find a train station, because I've never been to no train station in Brighton, and then take a train all the way back to Fulton Heath, and then go to Mayday Hospital, bro. My friend had
That's a
I
madness.
think he had a bruised rib. The other one had internal bleeding. So it was like, and the other one was a minor.
And they
Technically,
didn't take you to no ambulance.
cause
Or
no,
nothing.
by the time I guess, because the adrenaline was so high, we weren't like,
You didn't
oh,
feel no
yeah,
pain.
we was like
feel it.
fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? But we weren't on the floor. You know, we was like, we was on the floor actually. We was sitting on the floor, but we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
act like
They
we
get the
needed that
lady or
attention.
what?
They didn't get the lady, cause they
What?
didn't get
Not
the
no
lady.
cameras on the motorway.
Didn't
Caught
get the
that lady, bro.
Didn't get the lady,
That's
bro. And I had
crazy.
witnesses as well saying, "Look, man, we saw what was happening. I pumped my brakes because I knew she was gonna do that to you." Blah 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 blah. But yeah, man. So I ended up having trapped fluids in my kneecap. So each time I would click my extend my knees, they would click. So I was actually bedbound for like 4 months. Had the craziest whiplash. Oh my gosh. And where I was like a little giraffe, skinny, long neck, cuz everything was just hurting, fam. Just hurting, cuz. So
Claim.
I tried to claim, but I won't lie. And this is the no cap podcast, innit? So I'm not gonna cap it, but the insurance was on Deets. Do you understand? So, so it was a bit peak. You see what I'm saying? It was a bit peak. So so I tried to go through a claiming system, but
Them
where
young days, boy.
where I didn't have
crazy.
proper insurance, where there wasn't someone that I could claim from, like I weren't, it was
Yeah.
third party. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So I
yeah.
weren't fully comp. So
Yeah.
there weren't really much we could claim from. My passengers were able to claim, the miner
Yeah.
was able to claim, and
Yeah.
but me personally, no, I didn't get a penny, bro. So it's fucking
Yeah, fam. I
It's
knew
upsetting,
as soon
man.
as you said I tried to claim, I was like, no,
yeah,
it's downhill.
yeah.
It's downhill.
It was,
It's
it was
downhill.
it was sad, man. But that's what stopped my football career.
Yeah.
And then one day, I saw Wolf of Wall Street. So I used to do, things that I used to jog in it. It is what it is. Then I went into house raving and started jogging over there and just exploring stuff with my friends because I kind of came up in a world where I was just kicking ball. So now that ball wasn't an option, I was doing anything else really just to kind of get by,
Yeah.
And I watched Wolf of Wall Street, brother, and the fucking light bulb clicked in my head, and I said, I can do that.
Yeah.
And then from there, I applied to some sites to become a junior broker. One of my friends, shout out Shamak boy. Shamak was working in Canary Wharf. Shamak hooked me up to a job down there. Started working in that field, and then I got a job. After 3 years of working in that field, I went to work in wine investment and shit. And after doing that, I got an opportunity to go to Madrid. So the transition for me, it's been really monumental because I definitely could have went down different paths. But the people I had around me, there is no I don't even deserve to be here in terms of the people I had around me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the mindset is definitely important. Definitely important. And I wrote a book as well. I co-authored in a book. What's it called again?
Blind spot.
Blind Spot. Blind
Guy
Spot
don't
Volume
know
2.
no book.
No, I knew the book.
What's wrong with this nigga, bro?
Blind Spot Volume 2. So for those who want to read my chapter, it's called If You Can Change Your Mind, You Can Change Your Life.
Bro, that shit was powerful when I came. Obviously, I come to the
Hold
launch
tight,
and
Jay.
stuff.
Listen, Jay's always supported me, so it was only right that...
Fam, you need to set me up with that book though.
No, that
Yeah.
book's good, bro. You should read it.
That's it,
Obviously,
yeah.
read Vel's bit in particularly. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you
just
need to
hearing-
read that shit, trust
Yeah,
me.
just hearing all of the stories, it's like, yeah, cool. Like, this was part of when I was trying to transition. So, seeing that everyone's got their own story, do you get it? So, it's just like, all right, cool. Don't ever think you're not important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You are important to
Yeah.
someone or some
Yeah.
people. You're
Yeah.
important. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
try and just be the best version of yourself. Do you get
Yeah.
it? So,
100%.
yeah, man. Journey's been mad though, but shout out that lady, man. She could go fuck herself. That's mad, cuz. That's
Need
not human.
that lady.
You know what I mean? But no, transitioning, it's being around the right group of people is priceless, bruv. It really is priceless. Like when you actually
Facts.
think about who you grew up with. Some of the people I grew up with I'm still friends with them, of course, but like some of the other people I grew up with, they had an influence in me too, and that influence was bad.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? It
100%.
weren't positive. It was just like man's outside every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like when you're outside every day, you're just into mischief, bro. You're gonna find
Yeah.
yourself in problems. You're gonna
100%.
get into issues you don't really need, or it's just like when you look back at it. I remember I used to have beef with guys, and I don't even have beef with them. I have beef with them because the people I'm with have beef with them.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, hold on a minute. What are we fighting over again? When you get older, you're like, what was the problem again? So then it's like, wait, I remember seeing someone at a festival and I spoke to him. I was like, bro, we used to have a madness back in the day, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't even remember, bro. He didn't even fucking remember. I was like, bro, you remember so and so? He's like, yeah, vaguely. I don't know if he was capping or not.
Yeah,
he was trying to
he
play
probably
it down,
was.
innit?
Fam,
You
remember,
bro. We had
You want no drama, boy.
Bro, we had a madness one time, innit? And I was just like, I don't even know why we was beefing. You get like, as in me and him. I don't know I don't have a problem with you. Do you get? You never done nothing to me.
Yeah,
so
literally.
why do I actually have a problem? So influence is real. Do you get? Being around that, you know, the people that you're around, it can definitely affect you because you're just like, you're taking on problems. It's like, rah, what burden is this? This is mine.
Yeah.
This ain't even mine, bro. And then obviously being young, you ain't really calling out your brethren like that. You're just riding with them. So it's like, fuck it. You're on that ignorant shit. So you're just riding with them. It's like, alright, cool. It is what it is, bro. You just swallow it, and it's just like, cool.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna take his side. If you got a problem, then it's my problem. But
But
growing up, you realize, wait, fuck
In
that,
the
bro.
city
You know
of
what I mean?
London.
Real talk. So like, you end up growing up and you have to get more mature as quick as you can. Do you know what I mean? So from like a young 20-year-old, I always thought like, nah, I need to be on X, Y, and Z. You get it? Like my biggest influence, I would say, is hip hop. I love rap videos and seeing these niggas doing what they're doing. It's like, I want to be like that. Do you get what I mean? But obviously with that comes bad things as well. You get the bad influence from hip hop in terms of some of them guys is really a gangster. So that can rub off on you if you want to think, alright, cool, if I want to live like that, I have to be like that.
If you want some of it, you have to take all of it.
Yeah, but you actually don't. You get what I mean? But it's an element. So the element that comes attached with that influence is like, alright, cool, you're gonna come across guys that are like that. Do you get what I mean? And if you're trying to get where you're going, they could become envious of you, a target or whatever. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, I don't want that for myself. I never wanted that for myself. So I always saw, you know, I was always like firm on what it is I wanted to do. Do you get it? So when I started going, like loosening off of them and getting into the social group I have now, they had a positive effect on me because they was like, nah, they're going uni, they're going this, and they got a degree or whatever. You get it? Positive shit. So it's just like, alright, cool, I didn't want to go uni though. So what can I do that is like legitimate and like it can still allow me to be in this circle? Do you get what I mean? So that was what I thought about. And then I took up plumbing, went to college, bang, got my my gas certificate, was a gas engineer, great. But then just there's no fulfillment. What's the next step after that? Because one thing about growing up, you realize something you actually wanted once upon a time, you get it and you're like, that's what now?
Bro, it's so true. I was reading something and it said, never get so angry about not having something because eventually what you want becomes what you don't want.
It actually does.
You with me?
Real talk.
That's like, even in terms of like mindset and stuff like that, that's one thing that I've cultivated that's helped me so much. And you know?
and going into that, it's like you read about stuff like that and you're like, alright, cool, whatever you want for yourself, be determined to like have an intention behind it. So I had it, cool, I got it now. So then when that fulfillment didn't come, it makes you realize there's periods of growth you haven't done yet. You know, you're gonna keep evolving as you keep going along. So the transition was just like, alright, cool, I've transitioned, but this is just one part of the story. Do you get what I mean? So your book ain't 10 pages, bro. Do you know what I mean? Your book is till you die. So you gotta keep going. So when we got into where we're at right now, you realize that, alright, cool, we're gonna get things that we once wanted now. And like, alright, what's next now? So the platform is always just gonna be elevating all over the time, but are you really gonna feel 100% fulfilled? What is the goal? Do you know what I mean? And that's for you to decide. But in terms of, you know, transitioning into a positive person, you have to do it, bro. You can't think negative. You can't have negative people around you because the influence is really there.
And there's enough substances, there's enough influences, there's enough things out there, objects, there's enough religions, there's so much stuff out there that can help you pick the right thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when you mentioned hip hop, like one person for me who helped me understand that being a gangster isn't cool, but being a businessman is Nipsey Hussle. And word to my brother, bro. Rest in peace, Nipsey. Neighborhood on everything. You know. I don't know. Okay, Dame Dash, but he wasn't really a rapper like that. But do you know what I mean? In terms of like someone who's more relevant in our generation now, and being able to look at someone and say, I want to be like that person.
Yeah.
You know, that made much more sense than for
Definitely.
me to look at Snoop Dogg, for example.
Yeah,
Do you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
Maybe 50 Cent. 50 Cent's probably a
Jay-Z
big
as well.
influence as well. Jay as well, but Jay weren't really me. Like,
yeah, but I think it's more like your style. Like, I'm more of a Nip type of style. Do you
Yeah,
see
no,
what I'm saying?
100%.
Jay-Z's more like in your
100%.
face. He might slap you, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's just
Yeah, but just in terms of like early the influence changes. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
But in terms
yeah.
of the early, I see Fifth, and then what he transitioned with what he was doing business wise. It's like, alright, cool. He's not only thinking about rap. And
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
got
yeah,
you
no,
got
it's
to adapt
inspirational.
like
You
that
have
as
to
well.
adapt.
You got
You
to
have to
adapt like
adapt.
that as well
It's true.
because the
Gotta be
platform,
chameleons out here.
real talk, the platform he's got now, it was from thinking about other things constantly.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Because
Yeah.
he's not content. It must come down to not being content. Do you get it? So
Yeah.
On that note, very quickly,
yeah.
this if you haven't listened to it already, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it. You know?
have
I need
to listen to
I need
that.
to get his book,
Bro,
bro. I need to get the
yeah.
book, man.
Serious.
Is it
I
him
finished
talking over it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
him
it's
talking
the
over
audio,
it, but
is
he
it?
talks like in depth about like
Okay.
you know people that he was with.
Yeah,
you know certain
50 was- 50
you know
was on it.
G Unit.
He's out here.
There was one story he was telling. I won't keep it too long, but
Yeah.
one story was talking about his entourage, like G Unit. He had a strict rule that listen, you guys can if you're in problem with anyone outside of us, all good. The minute anyone gets in a problem with anyone inside the group, you're gone. I'm buying you a bus ticket and you're out.
Right.
And it happened, and he sent them on the bus, and even to this day, the guy's still bitter about it. It's crazy.
Boy.
It's crazy.
You gotta do what you gotta do though,
So,
man.
yeah,
At the
man.
end of the day, you gotta evolve out of situations. You get it?
Yeah.
If you're not growing from the situation, it's not helping you get to where you need to go.
Mm.
You gotta start rethinking about who's next to you. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a constant lesson. Life will teach you. It's a constant thing. So don't ever limit what it is you need to be thinking about. You gotta be thinking about things you're not at the moment thinking about. Do you know what I mean? Constantly.
No, real talk.
And being entrepreneurs, that's what we learned. Like we work 7 days a week. We may get rest off charts, but we're answering emails. We're answering that message there, that
It's a
inquiry.
full-time thing, literally.
That doesn't stop. There's never no turning off. Do you get what I mean? So it's not for everyone, man. It's really
Shout out
not.
to whoever just, I don't want to say his name, but even so, someone just signed up on the website right now.
Salute to
Yeah.
them.
Shout out to you.
Salute to them, man.
But let's wrap this episode
Yeah,
up.
no, definitely.
I'm gonna end it with Josh. You said something off air, which I think was really important to say on air to let people understand and have a wider understanding of your thoughts. You said that there's no success inside your comfort zone.
Oh, yes. So, guys, look, like I said off air, if you are sitting within your comfort zone, okay, what happens is you get lazy, you get complacent. You get into a really nice, like for example,
bubble.
It's
bubble, yeah.
it's early morning. You need to get up and go do something, but your bed is nice and warm. And you know how London is.
Yeah.
It gets real cold. You don't want to get out of your bed. Get out of your comfort zone because that's where the growth really lies.
Yeah.
And that's just the truth. So, yeah, that's just round it off there.
My guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's been the first episode.
First ep, man. Wrap it up.
Look out for the. He's moving like Joe Budden, boy.
Wrap it up.
But yeah, nah, seriously though, all jokes aside, man, we thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the other side because you know the vibes. It's lit side. And remember, every day is money day.
Peace.
Peace.